Okay, so we're gonna use 3-pound weights today, that's all we need. 3-pound weights or 2 if you wanna go lighter, and our mat. So remember, if these weights get heavy at any point, we can ditch the weights. So you ready to move?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna start my timer. So we'll stand feet parallel, hip width apart, soft bend in the knees. Let's take a big inhale, bring our fingertips to the ceiling. Grow a little taller. Relax the shoulders out of the ears. Let's grab the left wrist and the right hand. Stretch up and over to the right. Big inhale there. We'll exhale to center. Stretch up and over to the left. And that side body stretch. Big inhale there. Exhale to center. Turn the palms away. Press those arms out and down. Inhale, hands come to the hips. Exhale, nod, chin to chest, and melt it down. Let everything hang heavy at the bottom. Head hangs heavy, arms hang heavy. While we're there, let's bend one knee and then the other. Pedaling our legs out. Feel that stretch through the back body, through the low back. Last one to each side. We'll come back to center. Gently nod our head yes. Gently shake our head no. Take a big inhale, scoop the abs, tuck the pelvis, use our exhale, roll it up. Restacking the spine one piece at a time. Head's last to come up. When it does, let's roll the shoulders back and down. Back and down one more time. And keep them there. So we're going to go ahead and grab our weights. We have our feet parallel. Elbows in tight to the side. Bent to 90 degrees. So we're going to start off, just lift the heels and lower. Think weight heavy in the big toes, finding our balance here. And 2 more, belly button pulling, glutes active. Last one now as we lift, let's bring those weights to the ceiling, right back down. Rotating through the shoulder. Again, controlling this movement. Finding our balance here as we get started. And 2. The last one we're going to add on. Now we're going to lift and hold. Open those arms to goalpost, close and lower. And lift, goalpost, close and lower. And 3 more, just like that. Think shoulders relaxing out of our ears. And 2. Last one. And lower. Arms are long, let's roll those shoulders forward. Roll the shoulders back. And shake everything out. We're going to bring heels together, toes apart. Palms face the ceiling this time, elbows in tight to the side. We're going to lift our heels and lower. The heels will come apart as we lift. We want those heels to touch back together as we lower. And 2. Inner thighs engaged, glutes engaged. Last one. Now we add on. We're going to extend the arms. And back in. And extend. And in. And 3. 2. 1. Now we're going to add on. We're going to extend and hold. Open to a V, close, and back in. And extend. Open for an offering, close, back in. 3 more. We should start feeling those calves warming up. 2. Shoulders are relaxed down out of the ears. Last one. And back in. Arms come long. Shake those legs out. Let's roll the shoulders forward. Roll the shoulders back. Okay, we're going to bring the feet back into parallel. Soft bend in the knees. Let's take that left leg out to the side, arms to a T. Find our balance here. We're going to lift the leg and lower. And lift and lower. And 4. Engaging through the core. 3, 2, 1. Now lift and hold. And pulse, pulse, pulse. 3, 2, 1. All the way back down, shake it out. Okay, same thing on the other side. Soft bend in the knees. Right leg comes out to the side, arms to a T. Just hold those arms at a T. and we lift, and lift, and lift. Beautiful. 3, 2, 1. Lift and hold, and pulse, pulse, pulse. 3, 2, 1. All the way back down, shake those arms out. Okay, we're gonna bring the weights in close to the chest like we're hugging a tree. Soft bend in the knees. Take that left foot out in front. And we lift forward. And lift. And lift. And 3, 2. Hold that lift. And pulse up, up, up. 3, 2. Oops. 1. Foot goes down. So working on balance a little bit. Switch sides. Soft bend in the knees. Toes out in front. Hugging that tree. Relax the shoulders. And lift. And lift. Finding a focal point across the room really helps. And 3, 2, 1. Lift and hold. And pulse, pulse, pulse. 3, 2, 1. And down. Arms come long. Shake those shoulders out. Shake those legs out. How are we feeling, Cindy? Are we getting warmed up?
Yep. Yes.
Okay. We're going to go ahead, bring the feet wide, externally rotated. So we want that natural external rotation. We don't want to overly rotate. Arms are long by our side. And we're going to come to a T as we squat and down to stand up. So think sumo squat here. Knees tracking over the second and third toe. And 5. Belly button pulling in. 3, 2. Last one. Hold it up there. We're going to turn the palms to face in as we stand up, hug a tree. And open. Hug a tree. And hug a tree. And 5, 4, 3. Pulling those shoulders down. 2, 1. And all the way back up. Shake it out. I have to look at my notes. Okay. One more set here. Palms face the ceiling. We're going to hug the moon and open to a T. And hug the moon. And 5, 4, 3. Beautiful. 2, 1. And arms come down. Again, let's roll the shoulders forward. Roll the shoulders back. Shake everything out. It's a lot of shoulder work. Okay. So we're going to go ahead. Arms. I'm just going to look at my notes. Okay, arms long by our side. Back into that sumo squat, and then we're going to add a lunge. So arms open to a T, we squat. Arms come down, rotate to our right. Arms come up in front as we lunge. Back to center. T as we squat. Back to the right. Forward as we lunge. And center. And T. And right. And lunge. And center. T. Right. And lunge. And 4 more like that. Take control. And 3. And 2. And 1. All the way back up, shake it out. You're going to do the same thing on the other side. Here we go. So now we're rotating to the left. And T. And left. And lunge. And T. My mat's nice and sticky. And lunge. And T. And lunge. And 4 more. T. And turn to the right. And lunge. And T. And right. And lunge. And 3 more. Probably miscounted there. And 2. But these are fun, so it's okay. And 1. And one more squat in the middle, all the way back up. Shake those arms out. Okay, one more time. Let's roll the shoulders forward, roll the shoulders back. Should really be warmed up through the biceps, the shoulders, the arms, glutes, and inner thighs. So we're gonna bring those feet wide again. Just a few more squats here. Okay. Palms face the ceiling, elbows in tight to the side. We serve a tray. Pressing those weights away. Think just at shoulder height or even a little bit lower if this is starting to bother your shoulders. Remember, you can always ditch the weights. And 2. And 1. Now let's squat it down, hold it. As we stand up, we curl. And curl. And curl. And 4. 3. 2. 1. Hold it there, bring the elbows wide, and overhead press, and press, and press, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and all the way down. Let's let those weights hang in front of us, nod to the chest, roll it down, let everything hang heavy for a moment. Feel that stretch through the low back, through the inner thighs. Big inhale there, soften the knees, scoop the abs, roll it up, shake everything out. Okay, we're gonna turn to face the left. Left foot forward, right foot back. Right heel is lifted. Okay, arms are long. Sorry, I'm looking at my notes again. Okay. Arms are long, palms face behind us. We're gonna lunge it down, hinge slightly forward at the hips, nice flat back. Palms face back, and we lift. And lift, getting our chest expansion here. Lift. And lift, isometric hold in this lunge. And 3, 2, 1. Arms are long, stand it up. Arms come down in front, and we curl. Now adding movement to that lunge. Weight heavy in the left heel. Left knee staying behind the toes as we lunge. Only moving within our range of motion. And 2. And 1. Arms come long. Palms face back. Sorry, palms face in, I lied. Halfway down, hinge it forward, pull the belly button in. And low row. Elbows up by the side, then arms forward. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand it up, palms face back. Now as we lunge, we open the arms to a T. And T. If this bothers our shoulders, we can turn the palms to face forward. That's a little bit nicer. And 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way back up. And shake it out. You're gonna hug like a tree, arms in front of us. There we go, still facing to the left. We're gonna squat it down. As we come up, step the right foot back, lunge it down. And squat, and lunge. And squat, think weight heavy in our heels as we squat, lunge. And 3. And 2. And 1. And all the way back up, shake everything out. Okay, let's turn to face the other direction. So now we're gonna have the right foot forward, left foot back. Arms on bar side, palms face back. Let's come into that partial lunge. Pull the belly button in, hinge forward at the hips. And press the arms up behind us. Getting that open each through the chest, press through the triceps, and 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand it up, arms are long, palms face the ceiling, and we lunge. Lunge. And 6, 5, Keeping the weight heavy in the right heel now. 3, 2, 1. Arms are long, palms face in. Coming into that partial lunge, hinge it forward, pull the belly button in. Arms just in front of us, and we row. And rotate, pulling up through the triceps. And 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way up, palms turn to face behind us, and we lunge as we open to a T. Lunge, lunge, lunge. And 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way back up, feet come into parallel. We're hugging that tree. Sit back into our heels as we squatted down. Step back with the left foot and lunge. And squat. And lunge. Think control here. We don't need to rush through this. Inhale down, exhale up. Moving within our range of motion. 3 more. 2, relax the shoulders. Chin is lifted, gaze forward. 1. All the way back up. Shake it out. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and come on down to our mat and kneeling. So I'm gonna face my mat, take my seat. Grab a sip of water if you need it. We're kneeling up nice and tall. Glutes engaged, core engaged. We want this long line, shoulders, hips, knees. Knees are right under our sits bones. Arms long, palms face behind us. You feeling okay, Cindy?
Uh-huh.
So now, think really engage the core. Want to maintain this long line at the cover of a book. We hinge it back. Arms come up to shoulder height. Right back up. Hinging only as far back as feels good for you. You should feel this stretch through the thighs, through the quads. We do not want to sit our booty back. So keep those hips forward. We hinge and back up. And 3, 2, inhale back, exhale up. Last one. All the way back up. Okay, turn the palms to face away from us. Elbows high, we're going to continue. We lunge as we curl, extend as we stand up, and curl, and up, and curl, and up. A little bit more challenging for me in this position. It's that little bit of a mind game. Am I gonna hold myself or am I gonna fall? And 1 more. And back up. And rest those arms down, shake them out. Okay. So we're gonna come into a prone position. We're laying on our tummy, toes reaching out behind us, feet hip width apart, and we want our weights out in front. So if this doesn't work for the style of weights you have, you can always ditch the weights and do this just with your hand on the mat. You can use a foam roller, you can use a ball. So we've done this before with lots of different pieces of equipment, lots of different rocks. So arms are long, palms resting on our weights, neck is long. Belly button pulling up and in, pubic bone presses into the mat. Lift the thighs up behind us slightly, reach the toes away. With our inhale, roll the weights toward us as we lift into extension. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, think only as high as feels good for you. Really protect your low back. Exhale, lower. Cindy, I know your weights work really good for this because they're round on the head.
Yeah. They're working. It's good.
And 3, think pressing down into those weights, keeping the shoulders out of the ears, activating the lats. 2, belly button pulling in, that's really protecting our low back. Last one, and all the way down, rest it down. Let's bring our elbows wide, palms stacked on top of each other. We're gonna rest our forehead on the back of the hands. So I'm gonna keep my head a little bit lifted, just so you can hear me. It's really muffled if I put my head down. Okay, so forehead resting on the back of the hands. Let's bend the knees, bring the heels together. Okay, think booty work here. We're gonna lift those thighs off the mat, pulse up, 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 and rest it down. And lift those thighs, pulse up, 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 rest it down. We're gonna do 3 more like that. Lift the thighs, up, 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 rest it down. We don't want this to get into our lower back, so really think about scooping the abs, pressing the pubic bone into the mat. Let's lift, pulse, 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 rest it down. It's not a very big lift. Last one, lift, pulse, 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 rest it down. So all of that lift should be coming from the glutes, not the low back. Let's come onto our hands and knees. Knees are wide, stretching back into a child's pose. Reaching those arms long. We'll come into a 4-point kneeling position. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Give ourselves a couple of cat-cows. Exhale. Bring the spine to the ceiling. Inhale. Drop the belly button to the mat. Exhale. Spine to the ceiling like an angry cat. Inhale. Belly button to the mat like a happy cow. One more time. Big exhale. Big inhale. And we'll find our neutral spine. Maybe wag the tail like a happy puppy. Okay, we're going to come into a side lying position. We're on our form. Bottom leg extended, top leg in front. Knee bent up to the ceiling. Think strong through the shoulder, lift through the side body here. Point that bottom toe. And we're going to lift the bottom leg and lower. And lift. We should feel all of this lift coming from the inner thigh. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it there. Now, we're going to bend our knee, keep that top knee bent, and the foot comes on top of the leg. So again, strong through the shoulder, lift the side body. You should feel this work more in the side body now as we lift. And lift. And lift. That top hand's only there for support. And 3, 2, 1, and rest it down. Let's tuck that bottom leg under. Still on that shoulder, still strong. Top leg comes up to hip height. We're going to lift the top leg and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. And 3, 2, 1. Hold that leg at hip height. Point the toes, sweep forward. Flex the heel back. Really stabilizing through the pelvis here, not letting the top hip rock forward and back. So we do these quite a bit. My favorite mat exercise. And 3, 2. Think about that extension through the front of the hip as we press back, squeeze through the glute. Last one. And then sweep the leg forward, hold it there. Internally rotate the toes. We tap and lift. Tap and lift. Tap and lift. Check in, are we still strong through the shoulder? And 2, 1. Hold it. Externally rotate and lift. 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 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Turn that foot to parallel. Bring that leg back into center. Bend the knee in and press it out. So we should be feeling some warmth to the outer part of the hip through that glute. And 4. Belly button pulling in. 3, 2, 1. And bend the knee in. Let's roll over onto our back. Cross that ankle that was on top, the ankle we just worked over the other knee. You can press the knee open with our hand if that feels nice. We can thread our hands through the legs. Pull that thigh into our chest if that feels good. Again, nice figure 4 stretch here. One more big inhale. With our exhale, let's uncross those legs. Roll it up. And we're going to come into a kneeling position. Hands wide, internally rotate those fingers a little bit. We can be on our knees or our toes, so if you really want to do your push-ups on your toes, you go for it. Belly button scooping up and in. Think elbows wide for 8, 7, 6, one long line. 5, moving within your range of motion. 4, 3, 2, 1, and sit it back. And we're gonna come on up to the other side. So other side sideline. Up on our forearm. Bottom leg extended long, top leg knee bent to the ceiling, foot is in front of that bottom leg. Point the toes, lift the side body strong through the shoulder. We lift and lift. You doing okay, Cindy?
Yes. Sweaty, but good.
Sweaty, I am too. I forgot to turn on my air conditioner. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're gonna bring that top foot on top of our leg. Knee is open to the ceiling, still strong through the shoulder, lift through the side body, and lift. Lift, we should feel that crunch in the side body a little bit more. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all the way down. Let's tuck the bottom leg under, still on our shoulder. Now if this starts to bother your shoulder, you can always come down to the elbow. Top leg at hip height, and we're gonna lift the leg and lower. Strong through the shoulder, still lifted through the side body, like if we were in a side plank. And 4, 3, 2, 1, hold it, point our toes, sweep that leg forward, flex the foot back, and point forward, and flex back. Think about that little bit of extension through the front of the hip, contraction through the glute as we press back. And 3, and 2. Last one. Sweep that leg forward, hold it, internally rotate the toes, and we tap and lift, tap and lift, tap and lift. For 3, 2, 1, hold it, externally rotate, continue, lower and lift. We should really feel that work through that medial glute, outer part of the hip. And 3, 2, 1, hold it, back into parallel, bring the leg back to center, bend it into tabletop, press it out. So this donkey kick, keep the foot flexed, really press through the heel. Looks beautiful. And 4, pulling the belly button in, 3, 2, last one, and bend it in. Count it out a little bit. Let's roll over onto our back, cross our ankle over the other knee, press that knee open if that feels good for you. We can always hug between the legs, pull that thigh into our chest. Let's uncross those ankles, use our exhale, roll it up to seated, grab a sip of water if we need it. Okay, second set of push-ups here. Well, I'm gonna do mine on my knees again. You're always welcome to do yours on your toes. Hands under shoulders, I internally rotate my fingers just a little bit because that's nicer on the shoulders, nicer on the wrists. And now we're trying for narrower push-ups. So more of a tricep push-up. And elbows bend into our sides and press it up. And 7, and 6, 5. The entire body lowers and lifts. 4, 3, strong through the core. 2, 1. And stretch it back. Okay, we're gonna grab our weights. And we're gonna lay down on our back for some bridging. So have our weights in our hands. And lay all the way down. So weights are stacked, palms resting on top of the weight head. This is gonna create just a little bit less stability with our bridging. Of course, we can always ditch the weights if we want. Heels fairly close to the booty. We're gonna exhale, imprint the low back. Inhale, rock out to neutral. Exhale, imprint the low back. Inhale, rock out to neutral. One more, getting movement through the lumbar spine. Now with our next exhale, let's scoot the abs, tuck the pelvis, peel the hips up. Inhale at the top. Exhale, slowly roll down. Inhale as we rock out to neutral. Exhale, peel it up. So finding these articulating bridges. Think about the extension through the spine as we peel up, pressing the knees forward over the ankles, getting that extension through the front of the hips at the top, and then mobility through the spine on the way down. Softening first through the upper spine, mid-spine, low back, and tailbone comes down last. One more like that. This should feel nice, that massage through the spine. Belly button pulling in. Now we're going to peel the hips up, hold them up. Nice flat back. We're going to hinge at the hips, tap the mat, exhale back up. Tap the mat, exhale back up. Check in, triceps are still pressing down into those weights, hands pressing into the weights. Active through the arms. And 4. Inner thighs pulling toward the midline of the body. 2. 1, inhale there. Exhale, slowly roll down. Let those weights come down, hug our knees into our chest. Round out the low back. Okay, feet find the floor. Heels close to our glutes again. Weights stacked. Hands pressing into those weights. We're going to exhale, scoop the abs, peel the hips up. Now keeping those hips level, let's bring the right leg to tabletop. Set it down, and then the left. So again, if this is challenging for you, ditching the weights is going to help. Pressing into the mat will create more stability. Think about not letting those hips rock. Belly button pulling in. Last one to each side. Hold it there, now little pulses higher, higher, higher. 4, 3, feel the glutes. Last one, inhale there. Exhale, slowly roll down. Let those weights come down by our side. Hug the knees in. Rock side to side, round out the low back. Let's take all 10 toes to the ceiling, lift the head and chest, and we'll point and flex our toes. Point and flex. Point and flex. One more time. And then let those feet find the floor. Arms are long by our side. Weights are resting on their bases. So weights resting down, parallel to the floor. Fingertips on those weights. We're going into a chest lift, and just like we rolled the weights with our extension, we're going to roll them with our chest lift. Is that okay, Cindy?
I think I understand. Okay.
Okay, so fingertips on top of those weights. Inhale, nod chin to chest. Exhale, lift the chest, press the weights away. Inhale, roll it down. So exhale, lift, press the weights away. Inhale, roll it down. And 4. Think heavy tailbone, neutral spine because our feet are supported. 2. Last one, lift and hold. Grab those weights in our hands, lift them to up height, and little pulses up, up, up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, roll it down. Let's bring the right leg to tabletop, then the left. Gently imprint that spine if we need to. We're gonna hug a tree, weights are just in front of our chest. We're gonna lift the chest, hold it, extend the right leg, back to tabletop, and left. And right, and left. Think neck relax, all this lift coming from the core. And left. One more time. Right, the left. Now as we extend the right leg, rotate to the left. Inhale through center, exhale, rotate to the right as we extend the left leg. So adding a little bit of rotation there. Using our exhale to twist. One more time to each side. Back to center, rest it down. Okay, one more set here. Legs come into tabletop, knuckles reach for the ceiling, palms face each other. Let's lift the chest, hold it. We're going to extend weights overhead as legs extend away, back to our start position. And extend, back to start. So similar to our double leg stretch. Inhale to extend, exhale back to our start position. This bothers our neck, we can always rest down the head and chest. And 3. Squeeze those inner thighs together, 2. The last one. And hug those knees and rest it down. Let's set the weights to the side. Rock side to side, round out the low back. Let's use our exhale, roll it up to seated, and take a sip of water. Okay, we're gonna have just one weight in our hands now. And we're gonna lay all the weight up. Legs are long. We're gonna have our left leg crossed over the right, and our weight in our right hand. Okay, so weight is in that right hand. Let's reach that weight to the ceiling. Left hand on the floor by our side. So we can really use this hand for support. We're gonna inhale, nod chin to chest. Exhale, lift the leg, reach to the outside of that calf. Inhale, roll it down, legs cross. Exhale, lift, reach. Inhale, roll it down. If you want to challenge yourself a little more, you can reach for the ankle. Less of a challenge will be reaching for the knee. And 3. Use that left hand for support. 2. Last one. All the way down. Let's switch hands. Let's switch ankles. So now right ankle crossed over the left. Left hand to the ceiling. Right hand on the floor for support. Here we go. We exhale, lift, reach to the outside of that calf. Inhale, lower. So we're getting this twist. We should feel that work through the core, through the obliques. It looks good, Cindy.
Thank you.
And 3. Are you feeling some work? 2. Last one. And all the way down. Set that weight down. Let's bring the knees to the ceiling, feet flat. Open the arms to a T, palms face the ceiling. Let the knees fall to the left as we turn our head to the right. Inhale there. Exhale through center. And rotate in the opposite direction. Inhale there. Exhale back to center. So find that weight, actually grab both weights. You can always do this without weights, okay? We're gonna extend those legs long. Weights to the ceiling. With our inhale, reach those weights overhead. Then we're gonna sweep the weights up, nod chin to chest. Exhale, roll it up. Reach for our toes. Inhale there. Exhale, slowly roll back. Think about that control. Weights reach overhead. Inhale, nod chin to chest. Sweep those weights to the ceiling. Exhale, roll it up. Reach for our toes. So again, you can ditch the weights for these roll-ups. It is really up to you. Inhale, nod chin to chest. Exhale, roll it up. Think inner thighs squeezing tight together. Heels pressing into the floor, pressing into the mat. And we've got 2. That big exhale is where we get our lift. Deep C curve as we slowly roll it down. The last one. And then slowly control that roll down one last time. Let's set the weights to our side. Hug our knees again. Round out that low back. We're going to use our exhale and roll it up to seated. How are we feeling there?
Good.
I like that roll up with the weights. It's kind of fun.
Yeah, it is fun.
Okay. So we're going to go into rolling like a ball. Knees are bent, but now we're going to hold our weights if we can. Okay, so make sure you have room behind you. You're not going to hit anything. We're going to hold those weights just behind the legs. So we're not hugging our legs. Weights are just behind the legs. Nod chin to chest, big inhale there. Exhale, roll it back. Exhale, bigger, roll it up. Oops, try not to touch the floor. Inhale there. Exhale, roll back. Exhale, bigger, roll it up. So getting that massage through the spine, trying to maintain that same shape on the way down, on the way back up. Squeeze those inner thighs together. And 2 more. Use that big exhale. Last one. Hold it there this time. Find our balance. Bring those elbows wide. Overhead press. And 4, 3, 2, 1, all the way down and roll it back. Rest it down. We'll set the weights to the side. Use our exhale. Come on up to seated. Let the soles of the feet find each other, knees fall open to the side. Hug our toes as we round forward over those feet. And we're gonna grab just one weight. And we're gonna come into a 4-point kneeling position. So one weight and we're 4-point kneeling. I gotta fix the ponytail here. Laying on my back always messes it up. Okay. So let's start. Weight in the right hand. Again, we can ditch this weight if we want to. Knees under hips, hands under shoulders. I like to internally rotate those fingers again. It's a little bit nicer on my wrist. We're gonna extend the left toes out behind us. Toes are touching the mat. Right arm in front, weight is stacked. We're gonna lift the arm and leg and lower. Lift and lower. Check in, shoulders are level, hips are level. Now we're gonna lift and hold. Bend knee to elbow for a crunch. Press it out and lower. Lift and hold. Crunch. Press it out and lower. And 3 more. Press it out and lower. And 2, neck is long. Gaze down at our mat. Last one, lift, crunch, out, and lower. Okay, we're gonna bring that right elbow into our side. Left leg is lifted. Let's flex the left heel to the ceiling. Now, we're going to kick that tricep back as we curl our heel to the glute, back to our start position. Kick it back, back to our start position. So a little bit of a hamstring curl here as we press through the tricep. And 3. Keep that knee lifted. I'm mostly talking to myself there too. 1. And all the way back down. Let's sit back into a child's pose. We're gonna come on up and switch hands. So our right hand on the mat, weight in the left hand. We're gonna take the right toes out behind us, left hand out in front, weight is stacked. Strong through the shoulders. We lift the arm and leg and lower. Lift and lower. 1 more. Now we lift and hold. Crunch it in, press it out, and lower. Lift and hold. Crunch, out, and lower. Think neck long. We don't want any wrinkles in the front of our neck. No wrinkles in the back of the neck. 2 more. And lower. Last one. And lower. Let's bring that hand under the shoulder. Readjust here. Right knee is bent, heel to the ceiling. Left elbow into our side. We extend that left arm as we kick our heel to our glute and then back to our start position. And kick and back. Getting that tricep press as we curl that hamstring. And 3. Try to keep that knee lifted. 2. This side's harder for me. Last one. And all the way back down. Open the knees a little wider this time. Stretch into that child's pose. Let's walk the hands to the right side of the mat. Stretch through the left side of the body. Let's walk our hands to the left side of the mat. Stretch through the right side of the body. Back to center. We're gonna come on up and sit in our mermaid position. So right leg tucked in front, left shin out to the side. And we're gonna hold that weight in the right hand. Left hand. Arms out to a T, sitting tall, try to keep those hips level. So weight in that left hand, the hand by the bent shin. We're gonna exhale up and over, let that weight help us stretch a little deeper. Inhale there, exhale through center. Counter stretch. Inhale through center. Exhale, stretch. Inhale through center. counter stretch. One more time. And up and over, and counter stretch. And we'll sit tall, let's switch. Now left leg in front, right leg out to the side. Weight in the right hand, arms to a T, keeping those hips as level as possible. Left hand comes to the mat as we stretch up and over. Inhale through center, counter stretch. Big inhale through center, up and over. Inhale through center, counter stretch. One more time, up and over. One more time with our counter stretch. And we'll sit up tall. Okay, set that weight to the side. Let's carefully come on up to standing. Feet parallel, hip width apart. Soft bend in our knees. Let's take a big inhale. Bring our fingertips to the ceiling. Relax the shoulders, press those arms out and down. One more time. Inhale, fingertips to the ceiling. Exhale, out and down. This time, fingertips to the ceiling. Exhale out to a T. Let's take that left hand in front, pull it across our chest. Stretch through that shoulder. Breathing through that stretch. And then we're going to switch. Let's bring both arms out to a T. Fingertips to the ceiling. Press those arms down as we nod chin to chest and roll it down. Let everything hang heavy toward our mat. Head hangs heavy, arms hang heavy. Belly button pulling up to the spine. Let's bend one knee and then the other. Pedaling our legs out. Feel that stretch through the back body, through the low back. We'll come back to center with an inhale. Gently nod our head yes. Gently shake our head no. We'll use our exhale, scoop the abs, tuck the pelvis, slowly roll up, rebuilding the spine one piece at a time. Head's last to come up. When it does, let's roll the shoulders back and down. Back and down one more time. Let's keep them there forever and ever and always. Hold one hand up. Give ourselves a high five for working hard today. Thank you. How's everything feel?